Welcome to Langkawi. We've just left Kuala Lumpur and now we're heading straight into paradise. Sun, sea, and adventure are waiting. Let's dive right in. And we've landed. The heat hits you right away, and it feels like you step straight into a tropical island getaway. So just got our car, and fun fact, they're driving on the left side here in Malaysia. Always takes a moment to adjust, but hey, that's part of the adventure. We are on our way to Berjaya Langkawi Resort, and just look at this scenery, jungle vibes, tropical trees, and it's right by the ocean. This is gonna be special. And it's check-in time. Now this is cool. Purple tea is called butterfly tea, and it should have some health benefits apparently. The shuttle bus has arrived to pick us up. We're staying in an overwater bungalow at Berjaya Langkawi Resort, which means an ocean view right from our room. Check this out, a jacuzzi with a sea view. I think we're gonna love this place. This place is lovely, but for now we're going to head back to the beach. This beach has soft sand, warm water, and barely any crowds. This is exactly what we needed. It's a part of the resort. And of course, some snacks and coffee to freshen up, because what's a vacation without good food? This is just some snacks though. That's it for day 1 in Langkawi, but this is just the beginning. Stay tuned for more adventure coming up in day 2.
Wow. Look at that lizard.
Welcome back to our Langkawi adventure day 2, and today we're going to visit the Oriental Village and the sky bridge suspended over the jungle and mountain, and lastly we're going to visit our amazing Airbnb surrounded by the rice fields and the mountains. Mornings in Langkawi are just something else. Starting the day with coffee while watching the sunrise is the perfect way to wake up. A quick stroll by the beach before breakfast, the waves, the breeze, absolutely perfect. And of course, time for a solid breakfast before our big adventure today. So, here we are at the Oriental Village. It's not a real village, more of a tourist trap. but it does have a few cool things worth checking out. Taking the cable car up is a must. It's steep, it's high, and the views are insane. Once you reach the top, you can either take a lift to the sky bridge or walk. I don't recommend the lift. It's slow, the line is long, and it only takes a few people at a time. We took this route around the bridge. You get a little exercise in, and it's good to stretch your legs after the cable car. You also get a little view of the forest surrounding the bridge. Bought myself a fedora to feel like Indiana Jones. Now all I need is a whip and some ancient ruins. This bridge is amazing and terrifying. It's super windy up here, and since I'm afraid of heights, this is giving me a serious adrenaline rush. I may look like a gorilla, but apparently I can't climb like one. Next up, the 3D Art Museum. This place is full of optical illusions where you can take fun pictures with animals, objects, and cool scenes. Here's me getting eaten by a hippo while hanging from a ladder. Totally realistic, right? So, coming next is the laser show. Here's a part in the museum that looks like mix between an aquarium and the universe. On our way out, we spotted this cool bridge covered in colorful umbrellas. Makes for a great photo spot or Instagram posing spot. And then we found this little guy. He's clearly got something to say. Maybe he's just misunderstood. Now for the best part of the day, our Airbnb in the middle of the rice field. Getting here was an adventure in itself. A narrow dirt road through the rice fields, but totally worth it. Also, I already got used to driving on the left side of the road. Entering our Airbnb, the living room, the outside pool and the surrounding rice fields. And first thing when you enter, an outdoor bathroom, no roof, just nature and the sky above you. And right next to it, a private pool with an incredible view of the mountains and rice fields. Ending the day in the pool, just soaking in the views. Couldn't ask for a better way to unwind. Refreshing drink to wrap up an amazing day. That's it for day 2. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe and stay tuned for day 3. Alright, welcome to day 3 in Langkawi. Today we're getting on a speedboat, flying through the water, spotting some crazy animals, maybe even a crocodile. Okay, so we got super lucky. Only a handful of people on the boat, which means extra room to spread out and feel like VIPs. We're heading to the mangrove area, but first, eagles. Now, this is like an eagle buffet. Another tour boat is tossing out food, and these Langkawi eagles are having the time of their lives. It's like an all-you-can-eat sushi bar, but for birds of prey. So majestic, yet so food-driven, just like me. Respect bar.
So if you want to know between male and female, you can see the color. If the brown like a red is a male, and if the brown like a dark is a female. So the mangrove tree is very important for ecosystem marine and human. Example for marine, small fish they can make. So if one know this river, that's not nature, okay? This is a human made. This from 1,000 years ago.
And just when we thought we were alone, a monkey. First we saw a single one chilling on the cliff, but then a whole squad appeared, just glaring at us. I mean, full on, you owe us money kinda looks. If these guys had little knives and eye patches, I'd be convinced we were about to get robbed, but we made it out alive. Barely. So next up, the crocodile cave. Exciting, right? A dark, spooky place with the name Crocodile in it. Except there were no crocodiles. Zero, nada. Not even a baby one. This cave is a scam.
So we call a crocodile cave because they have a shape looks like crocodile.
I'm just kidding. It's just called that because it looks like a crocodile, the guide said. Rolling around at the speed of sound. But then things got wild. We went into a bat cave, literally full of bats, just chilling upside down on the roof. It was dark, it was creepy, and thank goodness we bought headlamps. Everybody else was struggling with their iPhone lights. It really isn't much help when you can't see where Batman's cousins are dive bombing poops. Oh my god. This point, the cave ceiling got so low I had to almost crawl through. I mean, it felt like I was doing military training, except instead of enemies, the only danger were the poop from the bats. Outside the cave, I saw some more monkeys, but these ones I didn't owe money, so they were chill for now. I found these two crabs, and I swear they were having a deep conversation, like I think they were gossiping about me. Look at this guy, think he's some kind of Indiana Jones. And who says I'm not? Follow your dreams. See? Next up, a floating fish farm.
So this is a fish farm. So after bat cave, we come back here.
First, we met a stingray named Fatima. She was the VIP of this place.
Fatima not hungry.
And then we saw these weird long fish with pointy noses. Why? What even are you guys? Someone needs to explain. Then we sped out towards the open sea, and my phone was like, "Welcome to Thailand. I love you a long time." On the way back, our guide pointed at this huge rock and went, "That's Gorilla Mountain." And honestly, it does look like a gorilla, like Donkey Kong's Secret Island from DK64. Before heading to our next stop, we took a quick walk on a pretty little beach. Peaceful, beautiful.
Look at the cow. Have you seen its tongue? Okay. There's cool when man holder op med slet og sætter over. Der, kan du se? Hvad er det der?
Det er ikke dens tunge.
Jeg tror, det var en tongue. Er det den her?
Ja. Det er sådan en, der er tag-agtig.
Don't do this, cow. Lang cow. Lang cow.
Now we're at Crocodile Adventureland. First order of business, feeding baby crocs. They gave us bait on a fishing rod And when I tell you these little guys jumped for it, I mean they launched themselves like mini dinosaurs. Well, when they saw the bait at least. I even lifted one up a bit before it snapped the bait off. Absolute savage. And then the big boys came out. This huge croc leapt up like it was auditioning for Jaws, the reboot. Terrifying, impressive, and a solid mix of both. Kinda reminds me of me. And then, the best part, I got to hold a baby croc in my hands and I fell in love. Look at my face. It's pure happiness. And then a comparison with me and my wife and me and the croc. And that's a wrap on day 3. Day 4, baby! And we're starting strong with a full-blown monsoon shower in the bathroom while I'm taking a piss while this guy is pissing on me. Very nice! Smile, yeah. Alright, rain break. We found this tiny local spot that serves sarang porong. Sounds mysterious, right? But hold up, watch this magic. So this is some kind of dough donut cracked egg in the center like a Malaysian breakfast volcano. This guy's got breakfast visit hands. One of them only had egg and the other one also had some beef. This taste was really good. Really crispy and fluffy at the same time. I wanted 10. Also, I had my Goku shirt on and he also approved. Power level was breakfast master. Later on, guess what? More rain. But you think we stopped? Pfft, no way. We're on a mission. Street food. Water everywhere, puddles doing sneak attacks, but nothing stands between us and that glorious market food. And this dish, oh man, so good. Like rain, what rain? It was so good that I actually don't remember what it's called. Random moment of the day, this spider, he was straight up vibing. Look at him, he's dancing. That's all for today. Here's our last day in Langkawi. Not as fancy as one of the other places, but still does the job. Some pretty flowers, around the hotel, red and bright. And that's me. But it does have something unique, and that's an outdoor bathtub. Seems like I really do like the outdoor bathrooms because they make me one with the nature. Nothing like being naked outside. This is a small rice field, or rather a little park inside Langkawi center. This little lady is shaking some dried rice, or I don't know if it's dried, but they look very pretty cool. So I think these scarecrows dressed up like the locals are here to scare off the birds, maybe, or they're just here for decoration. I don't really know, but it looks nice and bright, and they make it look crowded, the park, when there are no people around. Or maybe a little scary at night, like a horror movie. Wouldn't like to be here at night. Look at this goofy looking bird. And this little temple like road made me feel like a monk or Chinese priest. Looked very nice. There was also some fish in the water. And here the last part of the park on top of a little rooftop. Lets you soak it all in. This is one of the more popular beaches in Langkawi. It was overcast, but the weather was actually pretty nice. So this guy actually approached me at the beach. I was reluctant to accept their offers to do some parasailing, but it was actually a lot cheaper than the apps, the price that they provided. I got it a lot cheaper, and this drone recording, it was really nice actually. It was included in the price, and we were up there for about 10 minutes. Yeah, that was plenty. You got a little scared of height after a while, and I really wanted to get down, but it was a cool experience. I think I got it for like 250 crowns for two, and that was actually a good price. After this fake Transformer dance show, I got really hungry, and we found a running sushi place with a lot of variation. You could eat like cake and sushi and whatever. If it looked like sushi, you could get a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's all for our Langkawi 5-day trip. I do all my trips myself. I don't like to do guided trips. Well, except if it's like out in the desert or jungle. I do my research myself, and sometimes it's spontaneous. Hope you like it. Like and subscribe for many more travel destinations.